What's up guys, Sam Gaze here and we are back with another account review in IdleOn. Like always, we're just going to go through the whole account, well, mostly depending on the person, but we're going to go through the whole account to the point of progression, check what can be improved, check what is better to do, etc, etc. Like always, we're going to go straight through the whole thing. So alchemy again. It's mostly about alchemy, we all know that, but alchemy, construction, summoning, etc, etc. If you guys like this video, thought it was informative, thought it was nice to know, and of course also interested in an account review, but that's later. But if you guys like the video, give a like. I would also appreciate a subscribe and join this Discord. We've made a Discord. I've made a Discord which started recently. I've also made a guild, Little Peeper, and Discord is also called Little Peepers to emphasize my username. So feel free to join and hit me up in the Discord if you also want to have an account review. But without any further ado, let's just go to the video. Hey YouTube, hey there. I'm not streaming, guys, because I'm too freaking lazy to stream. Yeah. We are back to another account review. We are just going to check this person's account. Let me also find in a few stuff. Better. We're going to review this person's account. What is his name? His name is Napolitana. You're either Italian or you really like Italian, or you've watched too much JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind. You watched too much JoJo where they said it isn't that it is Venetia, not Venezia, well, it's Venetia, something like that. If I insulted anyone that is Italian, my utmost apologies. I don't do it on purpose. I'm just big dum at times. Big dum. I've heard he just entered World 4. As you can see on his levels, he is kind of a Blood Berserker main, kind of. I do find it interesting that he has a Blood Berserker, a Burbo, an Archer, 2 beginner classes, an ES, Beastmaster, or at least something that is onwards to Beastmaster, and Journeyman. That's a Journeyman. Yeah, that's a Journeyman. Intriguing choices. Before I go to the characters, let me check. No, wrong. You aren't a dude enjoyer. You have Sheepy, which is nice. You don't have Golem. You don't have any paid. Okay, so you are not a whale. You are not a whale. You are not a whale. And just to confirm, if you are in World 4, so we have to go to World 3. Death Note, Hyperion Nebula went at most to Big Ol' Worm. Okay. Well, the very first thing I would suggest, if I look at your activity, I had a feeling that your Blood Berserk is the one that's pushing. The very first thing I would advise is to stop pushing with Blood Berserker. Get a DK, you will need it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters. So you have the space to make an extra, to make 2 DKs. Granted, I think your Brizola is on its way to become a Siege Breaker. At least I hope that he's going towards the Siege Breaker. Else, pain. You want at least one class of at least one of each class, at most 2 of each class, so keep that in mind. and I would highly recommend to put these two to become a DK, Divine Knight, Squire, Warrior, by the way, and to push. Moldovan is the highest level, but it doesn't matter because eventually those 14 levels is basically nothing. Push with Didinuka, get him to DK, and push with him. Because DK is very likely the best, is just literally the best one to push. ES, though, is the easiest to boss with because of its absurd damage levels and AoE attack, so he might be the best to actually deal with Troll and Cavalcroc, but DK is the best to push, actively by the way. So focus on DK, keep pushing, your priority, you are in World 4, but your priority is just to push and get to World 6. And the reason we are saying this as a whole, because the community basically also agrees with this, is because of Vault, it has become awfully easy to push. And I noticed now that your account was created in 2022, so you had a huge break, a very huge break. And look at your tries, you basically didn't do anything with construction. Level 1s, I have a feeling that you have a lot to do. But also, why is your German on our probably on level? Have one. First thing to note: 1 of each class minimum, 2 max. And in your case, you want to have 2 DKs as soon as possible. So Moldovan, Didinuka, DK, and then when you get your 9th and 10th character, ask in the Discord what is best. The meta of nowadays is another Blood Berserker, Deathbringer, and another Windwalker. But seeing as how World 7 is not near it's not really near, it's probably somewhere 2026 that we will see World 7 happening. But seeing as a net world is upcoming, that means the other masterclasses will be coming eventually as well, so the meta can change. So the last 2 classes, I will say, just choose what you like, but if you want to have the best choice, Deathbringer is nice for farming bones, Windwalker is nice so you can farm moons, which you will know what it is eventually. It's probably best for me to not spoil. If you want to know more about that, you can hit me up in Discord or hit the Discord community as well. They will explain a bit more. If that is not your cup of tea, I have 2 Siege Breakers and 2 Elemental Sorcerers, and I actually don't even remember why. I don't remember why. Something with Prince probably. Looking at your stat, I looked at the activities. They are busy with some stuff. I see Brisola doing Century 0, so he is on his way to Siege Break, I think. But your focus is just to push. Your damage is awfully low, and I can clearly see that your Blood Berserker is your main character. Even though you have to admit Didinuka is pretty strong as well, even though it misses a single 0 but strong compared to the other ones. Your ES is pretty strong, and that's it. It's understandable, really. Drop rates 3, fine. It's fine. You're basically still early game. Even though your account was made in 2022, you are basically early game. I wouldn't bother with this at the moment. Owls, you're doing everything and nothing. You're doing everything and nothing. If you are lacking on accuracy, especially early game, specifically early game, stat ovals might be good. As I said, make him DK, push with him. Believe me, he will be your best pusher. When you made him a DK, try to bug really good talents. Talents that increase your damage, talents that increase your accuracy. And yeah, that's basically it. You just the biggest slog of you is going to be accuracy, especially when trying to push for World 6 as pushing World 5. So when you push with him, Wisdom Obols might be a good one to boost his accuracy a little bit more. If possible, if you get him some new gear, try to use the strongest upgrade stones through a mage, because main stat for a mage is wisdom, and that is actually the secondary stat for DK, which is accuracy. That is if you have issues with accuracy, and I'm pretty sure that you will. Mostly family. Cards, you are nowhere ready for cards, even though you are kind of updating them. You are also nowhere ready to increase your skills, even though your barbarian, your blood berserker skills are not that bad. The other ones are completely neglected. Granted, the other ones are completely neglected. Ignore lab, because you need World 5 basically to actually begin even doing lab. For reasons explained eventually. Prey is probably only remove big brain time. Honestly, just remove big brain time. The 30% class XP seems useful. But if I look at your XP multi, your XP multi is 8.73. That 30%, if you take it off, it's going to be 8.43. It's basically nothing. You're better off at just equipping XP pots, which will decrease. It will literally decrease the HP of the monsters, and you are pushing World 4 on your BB. You are pushing, so you're actually delaying yourself by a lot if you can't one-shot them. Also multi-kill thing. Talents. Oh wait, that's a barbarian. Oh wait, the hand is a barbarian. Oh. My dude, I'm going to be honest with you. You might have just borked your account. Best thing for you to do. I can't see how many gems you have, I think. No, you have locked your gems. At least you haven't selected that I can see your gems. Go to the gem shop. Buy the class swap tokens, please. You need them. 2 BBs, okay. 3, you've borked your account. You don't need 3 BBs. Even though I understand you probably like BBs, you don't need it. No one needs that much. It doesn't bring anything extra to the table for you. For everyone, so to say. Please reset Moldavian or Deninuka to a DK, please. Get a grasshopper token and fix that. Because you're literally borking your account by a lot. That is your biggest one. Get a DK. If you can't do that, then your account class-wise is completely fixed. Sure, you have access to the 9th and the 10th, you can get a DK then, but still, this is pain. This is absolute pain, and this is a siege break as I thought. That's complete pain. Complete pain. My fight's got a DK. It's actually not even advice. It's basically just do it. Else you will just get hard stuck, especially construction. It's going to be completely pain. Looks decent. Nightshade name tag. Okay, looks decent. Looks decent. Looks like you are doing your your dungeons. Okay, you're doing a little hand-me-down. As you are busy, as you are big old worms. Okay, keep pushing on BB. If you can do troll as soon as possible with BB, do it. After that, and I hope you have the class swap token by then, after swapping this to a DK, get him complete Amarok set with the strongest possible helmet. Get him complete Amarok set. Use the Wolf 5 stones on him. Try to update his tools. Try to update his accessories. Try to get the strongest weapon he can. And fill him up with damage pots. You don't need golden food. It doesn't give enough bonuses for you to even bother with golden food yet. The moment golden food is good for you is when you can farm them and have a few tens and tens of thousands. So don't do that. Just grab some damage pots and then push Undead Nuka through World 5. You will also level him up, which in turn will give you access to good skills. And if I go to tools, if I go to builds, I go to DK, active DK, your main ways to actually get damage, get accuracy. Balanced Spirit is a really good way to get accuracy. It isn't recommended if it isn't needed, because it also decreases your damage. Mastery Up is not useful. I have no idea even why this one is leveled up, to be honest. Bricky Skin, put one level in that, it just gets free defense. But Shockwave Slash, Daggerang, Nightly Disciple, Mega Mongarang, your Orb of Remembrance with Divine Intervention is your main way to actually push. Your baby isn't a Deathbringer, so he is really awful at pushing. He doesn't have a respawn mechanic. He can't push as well as a DK. Your other option is an Elemental Sorcerer, but he is only good if it's AFK. While using Orb of Remembrance together with Divine Intervention, Orb of Remembrance doesn't really do that much, but Divine Intervention respawns every moment that the whole map is cleared. So one level in this is enough. And then just focus on Shockwave Slash, Daggerang, Precision Power, which makes it that you actually want to have as much accuracy as possible, but not a huge priority if you can't reach it. Get Strength some more instead. Nightly Disciple is a must-have, Mongarang is a must-have, level 1 as I said, as high as possible is successful. Imbued Shockwaves is a really great one. Gamer Strength, I doubt you don't have really great gamer strength, so it doesn't matter that much. And then yeah, just follow what is here already. Some extra points can also go for Hungry for Gold, but you don't have the power for gold food. Just put them in Firmly Grasp It and Health Overdrive. And then basically you have your best pusher. This will be basically your best pusher. As much strength and as much of Book of the Wise as possible as well. Also MP. High MP equals faster regeneration. Star signs expected. You probably haven't done anything with star signs, considering you have done a little. You have Pirate Booty. You have a little. At least. Yeah, you have done a little. Post office. At least do your dailies if you can. Not needed to focus on it. Your DK can farm post office eventually, but you need to have a DK for that. Really funny how a few of your characters are completely neglected and some aren't. But I can see Napolitana is a huge pusher for you. Sadly, it's a BB. Nothing against BBs. There are just better options, sadly. And BB is not one of them. Not at all. It's like trying to push with your journeyman if he had an AoE attack. Nothing to say about the inventory. Chips as well. Bubbles, you don't need it. You can just take this all off. You have sheepy. Sure. Let's see. I can already see bubbles and stamps, statues, rise, high stat, yeah. These are really neglected, but also granted, you can't do a lot with them. Your focus is, as I said, pushing. Have you got all the priorities? You grabbed extra card slots before Bleach Liquid Cauldrons. That was not really great. This is a quality of life. This is a must-have eventually. So this would be a huge priority. Okay, A. Carry capacity is never wrong, but you don't have the carry capacity bags for it to actually matter. Weekly dungeon boosters, I would get 3 so you can get the 21 weekly ones. You get 12 every week boosters. If you buy 3, you get 21. So you can actually do a boosted dungeon run every week or every 2 weeks with vacuous tissue, which is a prayer. You haven't maxed this yet, which is pain. I wouldn't bother with Sengogs because it's expensive. Royal Egg Cap is a must-have. Richelin Kitchen is also a must-have. Of course, I can see you probably hurting on gems. I will give a few tips on getting some gems eventually, but you need to do those on a daily and a weekly basis. Chest Logo, also must-have. Divinity Sparkle, also. Golden Sprinkler, just get 1 level. A Lava Shroud, max as much as possible, but these are World 5, so not a huge priority. Quality of life, useless. I mean, it's useful if you like minigames, but useless. Must have. This is a must have. I have no idea why this is a B. Ivory Bubble Cauldrons is a must have. Early alchemy is a must have. Eventually, it's basically useless, but every new world you get new bubbles, so this is basically a must have. Not a huge priority. Not that of a priority. You can get those jewels over time. I mean, you can also say that from Pristine Charms, but those are pain. Useless. I mean, useful? Oh, wait, these are fancy art slots. I thought these were slots for having more pets. No, this is pretty useful. If it is the slots, I think it is. And open source space is useless. Don't spend any on this. Don't spend any. As I said, you have Shapey, so you have big bubbles, which is great. If you can get the last 3 as well, that would be amazing. Dude is probably a long shot, I'm assuming, with normal RNG, by the way. If you get Dude in between, congratulations. I'm really glad for you. I'm going to put a meme of great for you. Nice. With a kid that looks anything but happy now. No, I'm not. Would be great if you get this in between. If not, Rift Slug, Accelerator Ram, Crystal, Custard, those are basically all you need. I'm sure that some people might be willing to trade some of these for free. After getting those, go back to Fallen Spirits and try to get anything up to Sam. Samurai is really amazing for World 5. It's basically a must-have and gives a huge boost on progression. Also, Rift Joken for pushing is also big W. Okay. You don't need to bother with those yet. Have you unlocked the easy access? Not some. At least it seems like you have gotten the one that was it also for Coliseum World One Shop. Get this, and basically just go through your whole. Go through your at least go to your. Let me show it like this. Let me share my IdleOn. Good. Do you see my account? Yes, you see my account. I can see it on the. I can see it. If you go to Codex, to Quick Ref, Easy Access menu, you can see I have access to easy access for the boss keys, for World 1, 2, 3 Coliseum tickets, also the boss keys of those worlds, and every shop in every world. This is a huge quality of life and saves a lot of time and teleports, because eventually you just want to buy all these items. Well, except for chests, of course, but you want to buy foods, you want to buy these eventually every day. Why every day? Because green stacking is a thing, which is something you can bother with later, but best to start it whenever you have enough income in terms of coins. And also, this one is important, the Fila merchant, because of the antique eye and the pouches, which I will explain later, because this has to do with gaining more gems. Back to the review. Basically, any shop or any ticket you are missing, up to World 4, check if it's possible for you to get the achievement to unlock the easy access. If so, do it. If not, no rush. I think no, that's not the one. I don't remember. Just take your time. Take your time with it if it's not possible for you yet, but try to prioritize those. You need them. You need them. Everyone needs them. Task not that important. You need to do this on your own. Why you haven't maxed this before this one? This one is actually pretty useless. This one is pretty useless. That 48% is something you will basically never feel. You should have maxed this. You should have maxed this. This is one of your main ways to gain gems on a daily basis. Max this. Max that, yeah, max that and max that basically. The 180% chance for start health is needed. Don't put so much stuff in AFK kills per hour. You don't need it that much. I would prefer to see you maxing this first and then the book talents. Else that will be painful for you. You want to focus on this. You want to focus on this. You don't have delegated RAM yet, so you want to have one level in this. You want this as max as possible, this as max as possible, this as max as possible. Always focus on bossing recipes first, by the way. But AFK is not that important, because when you have your DK, AFK becomes only respawn. Sorry, it's respawn. Respawn only becomes helpful when you AFK. But as far as I can see, you are active on your main character, at least. I think you're AFK on the ball. But still, don't focus on those. Please just don't. Just don't. Your R and World 4, this is completely useless. Don't even bother unless it is the very last one. Same with this one. The bonuses you get eventually makes this completely negligible. You want to focus on no bubble left behind, recipes and ad capacity, and then anything else. Here, when you get to World 5, loop power capacity, not that important, but it's better than AFK than mob respawn. Important. not that important. And of course, the recipes, very important. The other ones are just to priority. And when you get finally to World 6, it will take you a long while before you get to Emperor, but just keep 8 merit points just in case spare. And after that, just focus first on win a bonus from summons, which will be one of the hugest boosts for you. Jade gain afterwards, and then farming XP and OG chance. You will probably still not be able to benefit from this, but still a good one. And then you can focus on these two. I would say the mob respawn before the talent points, even though I've done the talent points before the mob respawn because, as I said, active doesn't even matter. Have you done all your unlocks? Seems like you did not. Don't know. I see what you're doing. You're trying to unlock everything before going to the next step, or you haven't. No, you should have unlocked tab 4. There is no way you've available unlock 3. That shouldn't be. You should be able to unlock the. Oh wait, you need the anvil slots, of course. Okay. When you get to tab 4, unlock all the weapons and tools. Easy as that. Let's see. You guys are producing all kinds of stuff, which is good. Just keep in mind that some are filled, so please empty those as soon as possible. If possible, also upgrade the material bag so it can hold more. Your forge is empty. Your forge is empty. You don't have the printer capacity to even do that consistently. Grabs looks good. Stabs. Yeah, you're pushing. You're pushing. And I'm assuming you came back after a large break, which means you basically are stuck here. Don't focus a lot of stabs. Level up what you can. Your biggest ones will be Mason Jar, Crystalline, Multi-Tool, which you don't have access to yet, and also Ladle Stamp, which you still don't have access to because you're not in World 5. You are also not ready to go and lab lock, Divinity lock yourself. Owl looks decent. Would prefer to see it a bit higher. I can see that you are ready for feather restart. You have 14 B feathers. Don't do that. What is happening here? Are you pushing for the mega reset immediately? I think you are. If you do, don't do that. And you're pushing for bonuses of Orion. What? You have a production of 119k an hour. Why is it so low? Oh wait, sorry. 430 million an hour. Don't do that. Restart. Then you get no idea. You get a lot more feathers per hour. What I always do is if I'm not able to instant restart, let me check how my Orion is at the moment. Let me also change the screen. If I go to Orion, which is over, that is Party Dungeons. That's Party Dungeons. I have to go there. Look, I can restart now. I'm going to restart. I'm going to level up. I'm going to keep leveling up. You can hold and click, by the way, nowadays. And now I'm going to look at my feathers per second. I see E33. I'm going to put everything on E33. Not higher, not lower, E33. Going higher than that, benefit-wise, is basically none. But it still gives me the ability to level these up to E33. E30, okay. And now I see bonus of Orion is E44, Mega Reset is E44. I want to upgrade it till my feather reset gets to E44. Then I'm going to first upgrade the bonuses of Orion, then the Mega Reset. Keep in mind that the further you go, the more difficult it becomes to actually level this up. It takes more time, but again, I am at Mega feather 19, and last time I checked, you were at 6. So it will take you much longer if you keep doing it this way. But push your Orion a little bit more, just a little bit more. Also, if you're wondering, I'm farming time thingies here to green stack them. And now back to here. Anyway, push right, drop rate, nice. Total damage, nice. Base damage, nice. And all stat, nice. Well, not that great to be honest, but it's still nice for the stage you are at. And more class XP than the freaking prey, so take those prayers off. Bubbles, probably haven't unlocked everything, that is to be expected. Though I would really appreciate it that if you could level Larry whenever you can, as high as possible. The first breakthrough with Larry is when you have a chance of 110% to upgrade a bubble by 2 times. Yeah, 2 times, which means you have basically a 100% chance to have 2 times upgrade. But because it's 110, out of those 100%, you have a 10% chance to have 3 plus. And then eventually when you have enough prisma fragments, which is a 10, if you do increase Larry, that it becomes a 100% chance to upgrade by 3 with a chance for 4. Sounds unnecessary, maybe, because you could think that you can just farm those materials, but keep in mind, eventually you're going to have to go to thousands of levels, maybe even 10,000, 100,000 if you want to keep playing the game. If you want not keep playing the game, if you want to keep pushing. Also, your FMJ and accuracy is real low. So those might be also the reasons why you could actually get hard stuck on World 5 because of accuracy. But focus on Larry, get that as high as possible. I would say get to 1000 and something for 110%. And then after you got that, focus on accuracy. Focus on FMJ. Work on it. Not in I have to do this manner, but more like I'm going to increase this because I can. Cauldrons need some work, need some work, need some work. Yeah, I need some work. At least you have a bubo. Also, wait, I have to check. Where was the post boxes? Post box. Where were the post boxes? Oh wait, what's in characters? Post office. Big run. Looking good, but no drop, no utility. The fighting ones are not that great. Not gonna lie, you want to actually focus. You did utility for base accuracy, of course, which would have been better invested in accuracy. You would get a lot more accuracy for accuracy compared to the utility box. You don't need to reset this, but it would also cost 10 gems to reset. So besides that, you don't need to reset this. Just focus on the skilling ones. Seeing as I would really love to see this becoming a DK, you want to focus on mining on this character before doing anything else. Let's see, vials. You are keeping up with your vials. I would like to see you actually putting as much as possible at level 4. Copper Corona looks as if it's level 3. If I remember correctly, Fur Refresher is level 4. You want to have them all at green at least for your Bubo. Now, nothing good. I doubt you have any access to a good amount of gold balls. Islands, trash, random crystal, sea salt. You wanted, you've grabbed random, which is not really useful at your stage. You wanted to have sea salt and shimmer, especially sea salt first. Fractal would have been good before you actually took a break, because you could put all your characters in the town and they would get nothing out, which would give passive benefits. Kilroy, you haven't done anything with Kilroy. Wow. No, this, no. Okay, let me go back to what the main benefit, what the main way for you is to get gems. One is to farm daily bosses. Granted, you need to have a consistent way to get a good amount of keys to do that daily, but you can get approximately 100 gems a day from bosses. Farming bosses, that's why you want also the achievement as max as possible. Method 2. Do you remember those two items from the villa? The antique eye and the bags. You can craft those. If you go to the anvil, tab 2, you can craft googly eyes and dude jet eyes. If I remember correctly, because I can make daily 3 of these and 2 of these. This summons a mini boss which drops 4 gems. This summons a mini boss that drops 9 gems. So daily I get 12 plus 18 is 30 gems just from these 2 items. Granted, Ghost and with the circle are pretty difficult to come by, but you're better off just getting those just for the sake of crafting these daily. 30 gems a day is basically 300 in 10 days. It's basically 900 a month. Huge amounts. And your third way to getting gems, Kilroy. Do that every week, even if you're bad. Focus on timer. Don't put any more points in talent drops. 1 is enough. Put everything in timer. When you get to skulls, put a ratio of 1 to 2. So if your time is 50, get 100 on skulls. But before you get to that point, you will unlock fast respawn, in which you want to push this to 40. After you got for that 40 fast respawn, focus back on timer and skull bones to get 100 skull bones, then push timer again with the 1 to 2 ratio, as if this is sexy, 120, 70, 140, 80, 160, etc. And keep pushing. The reason why Kilroy gives you access to buying arcade balls on the arcade shop, and this is also a good way to get gems. Besides that, gold balls. The bonuses from the arcade shop nowadays is pretty neat. Prisma bonuses, amazing. Tachyons, amazing. Total damage, moment AFK, gosh dang amazing. And some other ones that are out of rotation. Burger, great. I'm sarcastic, by the way. Don't put any points in burger, please. Emperor bonuses, gosh dang amazing. Windwalker dust, medallion chance. Granted, these are a bit further in the game, but villager XP multi, gosh dang amazing. So focus, do Kilroy every week, please. Do Kilroy every week when you get the ability to buy the extra run, the 3rd Kilroy weekly fight. Get that as soon as possible. You need to have access to the rift for that, I know, but do that as soon as possible. This week we have Unity 31. Do him. Honestly, do him. Why? Let me show you. 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 There is, you can get some benefits like really good talents, Starbuck talents, but you need to have trophies for that. And the best way to get trophies is, let me double check if yes, I can see. The best way to get trophies is by doing certain moves on the weekly bosses. Sure, the goal of the weekly boss is to kill it, but every day you can redo the boss just to get more trophies. And to get 5 skulls, even if you have a low level, I doubt you have a level that can be able to do it, but this is the best rotation. By the way, 1, 2, 3 means the 1 means the top one, 2 means the middle choice, 3 means lower choice, by the way. So from top to bottom. But with this, you can see that every day from Unity 31, you can get 14 trophies a day, which is crazy. You need those for the UI if you like aesthetics, but you need them mainly for gold pocket watches and the trophy skill book, which is a good way to increase your drop rate, but mainly gold pocket watches. If you get the talent book, the trophy skill book to at least 80, I would put that away and go for the gold pocket watches and just grab the trophy again whenever you have some spare. And then next week is going to be Decibop box, 6 trophies a day, which is pretty decent. Again, Decibop box, but with 2 trophies a day, so it isn't that necessary. This is completely useless. 3 is also not that great. But as you can see, the amount of trophies in the soon lol, and the amount of trophies you can actually get daily is not that amazing. So this week is a really great day to actually farm trophies. Where this sheet is at? Discord. Just look for the weekly boss rotations and you will find a link to a drive which shows you what and how. Okay. Row. Rue, you are not even at the point where Rue is even not that much of a pain. You still have to do the painful part. Ouch. Take some time. Get to Megafish. 3 Megafish is enough. Improving Rue is a pain, I know, but get to 3 Megafish at least. Defense, accuracy, total damage, and AFK gains. Also cash, those are all great bonuses. I mean, defense is meh to me. Fishing efficiency is great for me, but for you, defense, you might need some. So try to go back to Rue and focus a little bit more. Not that necessary. Printer! No! Stop! No! What? Huh? What the gosh darn heck is happening here? You are legit neglecting your printer, and you are legit neglecting all of your freaking characters. I mean, one of the things is your printer sample size is absolutely bonkers low, and that's because you don't even have access to the royal sampler. My dude, my boy, go and do this, please. Go to Acorn Assault and get the royal sampler for the love of God. Also, BB, focus on fishing, Prince. Bilbo, focus on logs, which is good. Don't forget to equip bonus foods and activate the logs on logs. For warriors, you want to have the talent on your hotbar. The bigger pick, or whatever it's called, strong pick. Siege breaker, you want to have flies. Hatching. I want to see a DK here. I'm really sorry, but I want to see a DK here and only mining or prints. Wood. Fishing. Refinery prints, which is probably very bad, very weak. I don't even probably need to look at it. And eventually monster materials, but that's only after you got a void man. Void walker. Refinery, your refinery. Cycle 6, and you need 2. Okay, that is pretty good. I would think you only need to level this once and then just put it on 10% again. Just make sure you don't auto-refine every salt. Try to keep good attention to your salts in a way that you don't need more red salts in this case than you can produce. And you want to have redox salts always at 0%. There are 2 salts you want to have at 0%. That's your redox salts, and that is your green salts, which is the second tab, the first of the second tab. But as I said, I didn't say this, but keep pushing, just keep an eye on your salts. Alkaline I'm going to skip. Equinox. You have not unlocked Equinox. You are probably not even strong enough to go to wait, you are in World 4. You're probably not even strong enough to actually go to Equinox. If you go to Stashes, then there's an alternative route you can take. If you take that alternative route and beat the Dead Raider ramps to unlock the next portal, then you get to Bones, Blood Bones. Just beat a few of them, you get a mirror, and that's just like the mirror. Then it will teleport you to the Equinox. You want to... What are you working on? Why aren't you... What? Why aren't you building anything? Why is your construction on hold? Yeah, you can't do anything in construction because you don't have a DK. And you're putting everything on build. No, please stop. Oh my gosh, what's happening over here? Oh my god. I'm almost willing to say just go start over, but I'm pretty sure that you will probably say I'm not in the mood for that. It sounds like a complete pain. While I see people actually get to World 6 within a month. Within one freaking month, just because fault is a thing. Cries. I cry. We cry. Build stuff. House crunchy, yes. You don't have spontaneity salts. Dang. 3D printer, yes. Temple library, yes. Pulse mation, no. Boulder roller, yes. Shrines, yes. Just doesn't matter. Just build stuff. Even if you can't afford it, just keep building it because you are just not using precious time. Gosh. There's also a thing called construction mastery, and you need building level for that, which is a World 4 thing. World 4 thing indeed. Yeah. Don't even bother. What the? Oh my god. What? I am just really surprised how your freaking BB is level 29 worship while your best character for worship is level 1 and the character that should be the highest level is level 1 as well. You don't have automation arm, you don't have the ability to actually just do it from town. So I guess you're just lazy, but it is your BB is charging. You can just use your ES, use the siphon to grab all the levels and just to level it up. I mean, like, what the heck? Level all your characters. I know it sounds like a pain, but bring all your characters to the totals and level their skill up. The biggest pain is to actually realize that you need level 120 summoning to get God Shard skulls. Then you are like, what the heck am I doing? And believe me, it takes a while, so you want to do that manually. And then focus on construction because you want automation arms so you can do that on the World Tree Town and not at every freaking totem. And also freaking get Royal Stablet, get to Acorn of Souls for crying out loud. Grab your Beastmaster, use its stop right there, tell them whatever it's called to stop the enemies and just use boulder rollers. Because gosh dang. This is painful to see. How is your totals looking? Awful. You didn't even attempt Acorn Assault. You don't even have boulder rolls probably high enough to even attempt it. Oh my god. Okay, how does your traps look? You aren't even trapping. You probably don't even have the trapper drone. You probably don't even have the trapper drone. You don't even have the trapper drone because you haven't even unlocked you have unlocked Salt Lake, but you haven't leveled it. Even though it only takes 40 minutes. And that chest space, which is pretty amazing, it takes you only 1 hour 23 minutes. It takes me freaking an hour to level up thousands B construction time. Gosh dang, oh my god. You're tripping me, bro. Focus on your refinery so you can actually work on building a fix your construction by getting a DK. Get 2 DKs. Oh my god. Armor City. You have unlocked Armor City. Okay, yeah, good. Nothing to say about that. Unlock Smithy in 40 days. You bought Smithy. You bought Smithy. You have 40 days to unlock it. You bought Smithy. Oh my god, cooking, yeah, you got only babies. Cooking will be great, right? No, cooking will not be great. Your biggest issue is you're pushing on your first BB, so even if you get chows, super chows, or whatever, only your second BB will count. So no, not great. You actually have to do those on your second one. At least the second one that's created. Rating. What's happening here? Why are you using monthly 3 forgers? Where's your targeter? Where's your miasma? Are you following the guide of breeding? I don't think you are. I don't think you are. Ideal class setup. That's ideal class setup is a bit outdated now, but it says even outdated. It says 1 blood berserker. You have 3. Pets. Early game, you want 1 eye, which is this one. The issue is the issue with target is it needs a target above it, so you can put a target here, but don't do that. You want eye, miasma, forager, leader, and then target miasma, leader, forager, leader. The issue with multiple forager is that it's not optimal. But again, I'm pretty sure you don't even have miasma. Yeah. just follow this. The moment you get access to miasma, follow this part, the early game setup with miasma, but just follow this list in terms of how you can best manage your pet. You have one fleeter, you have 3 foragers, but you have a targeter. So basically the best for you is targeter, and then 1 mercenary or something like that. Yeah, I still are working towards world board. Try to focus on the egg capacity. Genetic splicing is not that useful eventually anyway. And then XP. Yeah, it's fine. You haven't unlocked anything in lab, which is understandable. Which is pretty understandable. Granted, you won't be able to buy things here because your cooking is gosh darn lacking. You don't have access to Rift yet. I mean, you could soon get to Rift. But this is what's important, is that you get Trap Box Vacuum to make Trapper Drone automatic, which means you build that. Even stars. Skill Mastery, which is a big plus. But I was talking about Construction Mastery here. Let me first go to Skill Mastery. Eventually you want to go level 100 skills on every character so you can get the last bonuses of each of this. You got none of this because your levels are lackluster, so to say, but you are still pushing. Construct Mastery. These are important for your construction. It gives extra refinery speed, damage, build speed per construct level. But important is, you also have to check to see that you have enough levels, of course, but extra level for Trapper Drone, 100 max level for talent library, which you will need, and the extra 100 levels for the shrine and 30 for the wheels and showers. These are amazingly strong. Granted, you will need an absurd amount of times to actually level those, but if you don't start with it, then when will you start? Even if it's lackluster, even if you're early, just start with it. Make an effort to start with it. And you tell me you're probably the top 90%, top 80%. Okay, wow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I would have you just graduated from 90%. Who would have thought? But after this, you will get to World 5. Just start sailing, start gaming. The hole is somewhere you won't be able to get to. Slab, you don't need to even bother with it that much. You got a few items, which is great, but you don't need to bother with it. But Divinity is a big thing. Block everyone in Divinity till you get a level 40 Divinity, which grants you a style where you can AFK grind XP of Divinity, and then you want to get at least 50. Level Divinity, get those levels, but also get Go Harut, this one, as soon as possible, because the moment you got Go Harut, you can go back and do lab as well. Do lab, unlock all of these, as much as possible of these. You want to go all the way to Killer Brightside, at least Killer Brightside, but I would also like to see you have Shrine World Tour. Yeah, at least Shrine World Tour. That's basically quality of life, which will also complement with the artifact from sailing. But if you got that and got Go Route, great, because then you can put everyone on Arctis and they will just make those permanent. Or if it isn't possible for you to get Go Route before getting level 40, put then everyone into Arctis. After getting to Arctis, put everything into the lab and try to push to Shrine World Tour, which shouldn't be that difficult by then. But Gosh dang, dude, you have a lot to do. A lot of fixing. Also, I completely forgot, do the mini bosses every week. You have access to dilapidated slush and to mutated mush. Dilapidated slush is in the ones that look like ice creams. That map in the World 3, you need to throw a can of slush onto an ice on a snow bed, and you will summon 10 of those. Do it either you need a DK to actually get good drops. Do it and every character, doesn't matter, just do that. You will summon 10 and those will give you World 3 boss keys, gems, and also time candy. Mutated mush is just put a really active barrel or a slimy barrel on the upper platform in Purple Mushrooms, which is the very first map in World 4. After doing that, make this a weekly thing, because the very first time is it refreshes is 4 days, then 3 days, then 4, 5, 6. It just keeps increasing. So it's best to do it every week, every 7 days, which is the most optimal time to do it. Ah, gosh. I need a break after this, man. And a break in terms of you need a lot of stuff to fix. Anyway, good luck, dude. I'm not going to fix your account. Good luck. Have fun. Bye bye. Also, if you got anyone else is interested, hit me up in Discord. Join my Discord, which I will also add in the description. The next one. Bye bye.